What up, you fellas? It's your boy Wolf Said the Engineer. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program Mods gameplay. So I guess it's about time to fix Jeb's mistake, who kind of crashed two of our airplanes earlier, and now we need to make some money out of the blue. So as it seems, we have some contract which we need to finish. Build a glider, investigate the pyramid, collect science, and test the J33 engine, which is never-ending quest. Alright, so I'm not sure which width I will go, but I think we can send something to the orbit and recover it. A small probe, cover the cost of it, and return it back. Let's see how will it go. Okay, so this might looks like it's cheating, and technically it is, but we have a contract to collect science from around Kerbin, and I've got my satellites here. Can do the contracts actually, so let's get some free money all day. Alright, contract completed, thank you very much. That's delicious. Oh, more science, I'd never say no for that. Okay, so first stop, we have a contract to get one Kerbal above 18 km, and we have a contract to orbit and recovery, and I think we can do both in one go. Let's get building. Okay, so I came up with something rather good. It's a solid state booster with a main stage and then a vacuum stage. This thing is rather stable, it's good, but the only problem is it exceeds the part counts. But let's give it a go and see how far will this thing fly. Alright, so all system check, let's give it a go. We have a lift off. Captain Jeb. Yep. This is rather stable, more than expected. It's important to have wings in the end of your rocket, as you can see, especially when you're building an airplane on top of a rocket. Alright, well hello there, Kraken. I see what you did there. Okay fellas, so as you can see, this gone way horribly wrong, as the Kraken has visited us and blessed us with his breath. Okay, take two, welcome back, this time without a Kraken hopefully. As you can see, we have been attacked by the Kraken earlier and I'm running out of memory. And this rocket has done well so far. It didn't flip out of control as I normally design them to. But yeah, I'm guessing I'm building it. Oh my god, not again! Kraken! Alright. Okay, so we'll be right back. Okay, so the rocket did well. Now I want to use it actually because, well, it has to do the mission. So I'm ripping it off. I'm rebuilding the whole design and to fit in about 30 parts. I don't care about the stage. Even if we lost it, it will be alright as long as we achieve 18 kilometers with Jebediah Kerman. Let's give it a go. Okay, so back to our contract. I think we should just investigate the pyramid and get over with, because the J33 mission is not happening. We got some science to spend here. We can upgrade. I want some aerodynamic part, but it's too early for that. We don't have enough science to build though. So we're gonna just upgrade anything we could, and then we'll see how will it work. Okay, choices. I'm guessing we'll just have to upgrade this to get the aerodynamic point, and until then we'll see what we can do. We'll spend our given point on R&D, so we can get more build points, more science per build points, which is very important for our future expansion. And looking at the bright side, we got some, well, more things to do. We can get the unmanned or the support, life support, but that's gonna go for our next mission. I'm guessing first we need the aerodynamics, and let's see how will this go later. Welcome back, fellas. Alright, we got our rocket ready here, and obviously, shit, we don't have a lift off. Okay, so it doesn't have much of a delta V, but it managed to take off just alright. The goal of this one is to reach the orbit and then probably recover in one piece, hopefully. The most important thing about this one is it's not been tested, so we don't have a pilot on board. I'm using the drone core, MechJeb drone core basically, to control the whole flight. Otherwise, we might kill somebody. So as you can see, we're losing control because of the controlling surfaces. The aircraft itself is very light, but we've landed. Now, looking at the bright side, we actually got the contracts archived, so we got the mission done. Okay, so back to the drawing board. We need to build an airplane having enough fuel and enough power to reach the pyramid so we can investigate it. Let's build. platform. As you can see, we have around 6 engine, and none of them give us enough thrust. However, they don't spend enough or much fuel, so we could fly probably at 100 meter per second without spending anything. With the fuel we got 1,800 units of fuel. We're probably gonna reach the pyramid this time, so let's give it a go. So I have updated some of the mod recently, and look at that, we got some nice mods here to do. The only problem is they are pretty much cheap. I mean, rescue Kerman from the sea. This one is like a Coast Guard mission, but it rewards us only with like 1,000 units of credits, so no, not really, not interested. There's some other contract from SCANsat, and I don't know, some field research, field science. They looks nice, but again, they don't worth it, so we're gonna keep them on hold for a while. Those contracts should be like a starter contract, but because I updated the mods just now they came up. Look at that, bus driver. You're kidding me. Oh. So back in the research and development, I think we're gonna open the new capsule, so we can actually make a spaceship that's gonna take a Kerman out onto space, because we do have several of contract, and they would be helpful to do. Let's give it a go. See, where can we reach? We don't have much of a science left, but this is just a good start up to now. I think we need to upgrade some of the facility in order for us to build a bigger rocket, or more efficient one at least. So I'm looking at the map here, but something seems to be wrong. I'm guessing because I upgraded the new mods. Some of the mods is broken. I cannot find the pyramid. And look at that, we have some of the debris from the earlier flight, which crashed down there. What else? Okay, so the pyramid doesn't seem to be anywhere. Like, this is rather disappointing. Okay, so we got Captain Jeb here, and the airplane is ready to take off. This thing, oh my god, it's good. Let's hope it's gonna fly. I never tested this design before, but based on what we have, it should fly just well. We got 2 delta wings, 4 in total, and some delta surfaces, controlling surfaces. How many engine? 6 engines. We don't have enough air intake, I would guess, because some of the engine is not running. The forward nose engine is not running yet. We cannot lift the nose up because of the wheel placement. Okay, well, it glides well. It controls very well compared to the other design. But because of the wheel placement, we cannot take off. So, course set, we are going to the pyramid. This does not spend much fuel. As I mentioned again, those engines are very small, and they don't run at a high thrust or high velocity. So we're flying up on an average by 100 meter per second. I don't think we're gonna break that speed over than maybe 150 maximum. And as it seems, again, I cannot find the pyramid. Something is wrong with the mods. I hate this. I hope we don't break the mods again. Okay, so we're gonna keep on going on course, and let's see where would we reach. Okay, so I've decided to land, and I went back to the base to find the pyramid contract. Everything seems to be in order, but again, I cannot find the contract on the map. I've just updated the mod, so maybe it's a bug, or maybe because we did actually updated the mod. Looking at the bright side, the design worked well, so it can land and take off anywhere, basically. This is nice achievement for now, but if we don't get that contract done, we're gonna go bankrupt. Okay, so I've decided again to land because we've reached the desert. Good news. Bad news is we don't know where the pyramid is, so I'm gonna go again and check, maybe even over the internet, check where the pyramid is so we could investigate it at least. The game has crashed twice during this flight for unforeseen reason. I had to remove some of the old mod I'm using, like Scatterer, but I don't know, you know, when the mod get updated, things get complicated. I hate to lose that save games. I don't want to start over again. Those are the new mods I'm talking about, the new contract. It's basically collect science from here and there and in a certain situation. Some of them are crazy, like be splashed down in the desert. and some other stuff. Altimetry scan, we don't have that tool yet. Come on. Contract configurator seems to be broken, I can assure you that. Okay, so after spending a while in the contract configurator stuff, I decided to build a spaceship this time, a manned craft, and we got some new science tool that I want to try. This is it collects recon data. I don't know how does it work, but that's it. So let's give it a go. My goal is to achieve 18 kilometers, that's it, in a manned flight, and obviously land down safely in one piece. It could be a good chance to collect some science. At the same time, we could get Jeb to have his first flight up in the air. So here how the build came up to be. We got the main stage, it's full of science instrument, it's very costly as usual, and then there is the liftoff stage, and I'm thinking some solid rocket booster. We already exceeded the part count, but I'm not worried about that because we have just upgraded the facility, the vehicle assembly building, so we can have up to 255 parts, and by the time that upgrade would be in effect, we can launch this rocket. It's fully recoverable, and well, hopefully it will achieve its goal. As I can see it so far, it's like an overkill. It's not designed for re-entry yet, but it can go to 18 kilometers. And let's see how will this thing fly. Alright, there we go. We got Bill Kerman. As you can see, we have some science left over from the launch pad, because we didn't launch a lot of things, and we have a lift off. This thing is rather strong. Oh my god, we're flipping. Okay, well, it's half in control, half not in control, but on the second stage we'll definitely have more control because this engine has a gimbal and it has more wing surfaces, so it will counter the drag. I just wanted to achieve the 18 kilometer contract, and we have just did. And now it's time to return back in one piece. We are getting some overheating signature. I'm guessing we're cancelling the orbit and going back down. Disposed the main stage, and now we're using the secondary stage, the vacuum stage. We're slowing down just fine. Dispose the stage and arm the parachute. So those are 3 parachutes we got here. Slowed down just fine. Look at that. Okay, so we recovered all the stages. Oops. We've lost only like 1 part, so we got everything back. Okay, so we're back in the R&D building. We have some science to spend, and I have no idea what to upgrade. I'm guessing this would be a good advantage because we can build the rover body, and from that rover body get some science from around the KSC, or maybe the whole buildings there, or do the bus mission. Okay, next up, we got a contract, and this seems to be nice. This is like lander rocket SpaceX style. Don't use parachute, don't use aero part, just use the engine gimbal and land the rocket. And I've got some of the best idea for this. It could be cheap, and it's definitely gonna make it. Let's get buildings! Okay, so there it is in its final form. Let's build this thing. Alright, so back to Captain Jeb, who was lost in the desert looking for the pyramid. I got around the idea where the pyramid's gonna be. Not quite sure yet, as it's night already. I'm not sure if we can actually see it, but we're gonna go and look for it. Alright, there we go. I've just spotted the pyramid. It's pretty obvious. It's like, I'm an Easter egg, come find me. No, but really it's changed its place because it wasn't there before. It was in a different area, as I remember. So not sure if this is a bug or something to do with the contract, or just, you know, Kerbin has broke again. Alright, Captain Jeb's coming in for the landing. We're landed almost north of the pyramid, but we're very close. We can just roll it over there. And as you can see, it's not exactly in its right place. It should be on the top of a hill normally, not next to a lake. And now I can understand what does it mean to be splashed down in the desert. I guess we can accept the other contract, but that's gonna go for the next episode. In the next episode, we will land a rocket SpaceX style, or I'm guessing Blue Shepard style, and send Kerman up to space, achieve an orbit around Kerman and return back. And of course, I'm guessing we will have another mission, which is build a glider. We have enough tools already, and I'm guessing we can finish that contract as well. So let's give it a go. But until then, guys, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more videos, and oh my god, actually we didn't finish this contract. Shit's broken. Until then, fellas, stay tuned.